Seattle, with its ever-present drizzle and overcast skies, was the perfect setting for the quiet life I led with my father. After my mother's passing, it was just the two of us, navigating the world with a rhythm that was both comforting and predictable. Everything changed when my father remarried. Sarah, his new wife, brought warmth and kindness into our home, along with her son, Ethan. The day they moved in was a whirlwind of emotions for me. Curiosity, resistance, and a hint of excitement at the unknown. Sharing my life and my space with strangers was daunting, to say the least. Initially, I kept my distance from Ethan. He was 2 years younger than me, with a quiet introspection that both intrigued and unnerved me. My best friend, Lily, often encouraged me to open up. "You never know what you might find," logic she would say, her words echoing in my mind. As weeks turned into months, I found myself drawn to Ethan in ways I hadn't anticipated. Our interactions started innocently enough: polite exchanges, shared silences, and the occasional smile that hinted at something deeper. We bonded over late-night conversations, our words weaving a connection that felt both exhilarating and forbidden. One memorable afternoon, we decided to escape to a secluded park on the outskirts of the city. The air was crisp, carrying the scent of pine and earth. As we walked along a narrow trail, our shoulders brushed, and I felt a thrill that was both exhilarating and terrifying. We found a quiet spot by a small stream, where the sound of water provided a soothing backdrop to our unspoken words. Sitting side by side, our fingers intertwined, we shared dreams and fears, hopes and regrets. It was a moment suspended in time, where the world faded away, leaving only the two of us. The tension between us was palpable, an electric current that hummed beneath the surface. Yet, amidst the uncertainty, there was a profound sense of happiness, a feeling that, despite everything, we were exactly where we were meant to be. Not long after, our parents announced they would be going on a week-long trip, leaving Ethan and me alone at home. The prospect of having the house to ourselves was both thrilling and daunting. It was a chance to explore the connection between us without the constraints of secrecy. During that week, the boundaries between us blurred even further. We spent our days in a blissful routine, cooking meals together, watching movies late into the night, and sharing stories under the stars. The house felt different, alive with the energy of our newfound freedom. At night, when the world was quiet, Ethan would sneak into my room, or I would find my way to his. We would talk for hours, our conversations a mix of laughter, dreams, and the occasional argument. The intensity of our connection was both thrilling and terrifying, a constant reminder of the fragile line we were treading. Those nights were filled with a happiness I hadn't known before. There was something intoxicating about being with Ethan, a sense of belonging that defied the chaos of our circumstances. Yet, beneath the surface, there was always a current of tension, a reminder of the reality we couldn't escape. As time went on, Ethan and I both knew that our situation was unsustainable. We were living in a bubble, one that could burst at any moment. The weight of our secret loomed over us, a constant reminder of the consequences we might face. Ethan had always dreamed of joining the military, a calling that had been a part of him for as long as I could remember. After graduating high school, he made the decision to enlist, a choice that was both heartbreaking and inevitable. It was his dream, and I knew I couldn't stand in his way. The day he left for basic training was one of the hardest of my life. We stood in the driveway, the morning sun casting long shadows on the pavement. "I'll write to you," he promised, his voice thick with emotion. "No matter where I am, you'll always be a part of me." As I watched him drive away, my heart ached with loss, but there was also a sense of pride. Ethan was following his dream, and I knew he would make an incredible soldier. Our story was one of complexity and growth, a testament to the power of love and the resilience of the human spirit. Life moved on, as it always does. I continued my studies in college, immersing myself in academics and new experiences. Ethan's letters became a lifeline, a connection to the past that I cherished deeply. They were filled with stories of his training, his hopes, and the occasional memory of our time together. Eventually, I graduated from college and started my career. It was during this time that I met Daniel, a kind and understanding soul who saw beyond my guarded exterior. Our relationship blossomed gradually, built on trust and mutual respect. Yet, as our bond deepened, I found myself haunted by memories of Ethan and the love we had shared. The guilt was a constant companion, a shadow that lingered in the corners of my mind. As my wedding day approached, I was plagued by doubt and self-recrimination. I loved Daniel, truly, but part of my heart still belonged to Ethan, a part I feared I could never reclaim. On the morning of my wedding, I stood before the mirror. My reflection, a portrait of both past and present. I thought about my journey, the lessons learned, and the person I had become. The experiences with Ethan had taught me about forgiveness and self-discovery, shaping me into the woman I was today. As I walked down the aisle, I felt a sense of peace wash over me. I had made my choice, embracing a future filled with love and possibility. With newfound clarity, I carried forward the wisdom gained from my past, ready to embark on a new adventure with Daniel by my side. The story of Ethan and me was one of complexity and growth, a testament to the power of love and the resilience of the human spirit. It was a journey through uncharted waters, leading to a destination of understanding and acceptance.